Yeet.
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 Today is a good day, fam. This is James Stretton. Welcome to the My Level podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Today we have Brisbane's most majestic man / DJ producer, Hayden BATCHELO, in the studio.
It's good, fam.
What's up, brother?
Just keeping it good, boys. Keeping it good.
Tonight we're sponsored by Canadian Club and Dry.
Well, imagine if you did get
You're
a sponsorship.
refreshing summer beverage.
Also joining me across the table is record label owner, founder, dad,
Hey,
Don't
guys.
Mind Us Records,
What's good,
Mitchell
my dudes?
Walker, aka Walker.
Hey,
What's up, brother? Thank you guys for coming in.
thanks for having us.
Super excited about this one because I knew when I started the podcast that you were one of the guys that I wanted to get in because I knew it would be quality entertainment.
Banter levels have been prerequisite. I can't even say it.
Yeah.
It's been set at a good level.
Pre-requires.
Yeah,
That's probably not the word.
Is that a word?
No,
We'll make
it is
our
now.
own words. There's no rules here.
Yeah, yeah.
We make our
Free
own rules
range.
on this shit.
We're just creative.
So yeah,
rappers.
Yeah.
that's good, brother.
Not much, boys.
Yeah.
Just living the dream on your Tuesday night,
Yeah.
having a few coldies, having a chat.
Yeah, welcome
good.
to the zone.
Yeah.
The zone.
It's
How-
good. It's good space.
So did you DJ on the weekend?
No, I've had a I've had a bit of time off this month. So I did a couple early, but just later half this month I've just been chilling out, writing tunes and shit. So
Causing trouble in the studio. For the
nah,
most
I've been
part.
good. I've been good. Been good behaving.
Yeah.
Got to sometimes.
Yeah. I know we've got a tune together that we're working on. That
Really?
Oh, mate,
yeah.
y'all ain't ready.
It's next level.
That's cool.
So yeah, bro, I'm gonna ask, like, where were you born originally?
Me,
Yeah.
mate, I was born in Brisbane.
Banterville.
Yeah, Banterville, population me. Nah, Bayside. So like, I'm born in Brizzy, but grew up on like the Bayside, so out Redland Bay,
Yep.
Victoria Point.
Yeah.
Fucking keep it
Represent.
real. Yeah.
Yeah,
So lived out there a long part of my life, and then moved to the big city because I was getting over fucking driving nearly 45 minutes to get in here every
I
weekend.
spent like an hour in traffic today for the first time in months, and I was like, how the fuck do people do this? Like,
Shit,
I couldn't
eh?
do it every day. Like, I'm just blessed that I don't have to, I guess. But
Like the pros for Brisbane way up against the cons, but fuck, if
Oh,
traffic
for
had
sure.
a face, she'd punch it. So bad, man.
She'd cop a right hook. She wouldn't argue.
So what did you start DJing at? Like,
Oh shit. If I had to think about it, I think it was probably around like 2011 or 12. Probably 11 more, like just sitting in my bedroom, fucking having a little slap at it. Thought I was fucking Tiesto, but you know, part.
Swedish House
Yeah,
Mafia.
but yeah,
One man.
probably would have been around then, eh? And then just
yeah.
ever since then, just kept on the
So
grind.
you've seen some shit.
I've seen some shit,
Yeah.
dude. I've seen some shit.
That is one thing. That's one like part of the podcast that I'm really keen to. Because I usually ask people like, "What's your craziest story?" And I'm sure like you probably couldn't even pick one.
No.
Like, what's that? Like 5, 6, 7 years in the valley? Like
Yeah,
fuck.
there's seen some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's plenty of fish to shoot in that barrel.
Yeah. You've also been pretty busy on the production side of things as well.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a slog. Like the last few years, more or less, I've had a lot of kind of like pressure on myself to actually get up and get into it. Kind of looking at it like, you know, it was kind of, I always went into it as a DJ, like producing was never a side of things that I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking write a fucking symphony.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it just got to a point where I was kind of like, you know, there's plenty of fucking good DJs around. So what's the next kind of step for me, and what do I want to kind of have a crack at? And yeah, it's just been kind of a lead up to this point. So yeah, this year will be good because I'm actually writing an album. So it's going to happen.
Sick.
Got a 6 track, so we'll do 3 collabs, 3 originals. So yeah, got the first
Bonus rap track.
yeah. Feature
That's
geek
it.
coming up. So it's been really good. Just the last year, kind of real knuckling down and just get back into music theory and kind of, just bought a lot of instruments and fucking sat in there and read books and
Yeah. I'm jealous.
actually had a go. Yeah,
Moog
the old Moog daddy.
Yeah, dope.
She's fat.
Yeah, so like lots of stuff happening there. So like,
Yeah, it's really good. So it's kind of, you know, I was like, I was writing with Ableton and stuff like that, but I kind of wanted to learn to more or less record more stuff in, like a bit more of a liver element to it, kind of. Because it's all well and good, you can slap something together in fucking 2 hours, in Ableton, but, I'd rather kind of... There's just some sounds you won't get out of the VST compared to, actually slapping something in.
I love the whole analog, domain. That's one thing, super excited to, incorporate in the studio here. And, I've got a Moog here, but it's, just a simple one. But, it's just adds a whole nother element to your sound, man.
It does. And it's, there's some good shit in there now, you can get. And, you pay a couple $100 for it, but it's just their instruments, they're fucking... So you got they're made to sound good.
Have you got a little studio at home?
Well, I used to at my old house. I actually had a dedicated room for it, and now it's kind of in my main room. There's just kind of a little study corner that's just like a wedge.
Yeah, sick.
So it's just a little acoustic foamed out corner. I've just got it's Hubble space station going on, just cables and shit everywhere. But So but it's good. It's a good little space.
Man, you've been around the Brisbane scene a while. What's some of the the coolest things you've done? I know you've judged the Your Shot competition for a few years now.
Yeah, it's always good with Your Shot. There's always your 50-50 stigma about it. Everyone's like, oh, it's just a chance for some good looking bloke or chick to get in there and just go, oh, I'm a DJ for 5 minutes and launch himself off it. But it's like anything. You always have people who are there for the right reasons, and I've always been there for the right reasons, whether it was you get in there and interview day and you sit there and you just hear people actually tell you some genuine stories, and you're like, what, well, fucking you're actually you're here for the right reasons
here. That's how
100%.
me and Mitch we met at Your Shot literally
much,
I think we exchanged messages on SoundCloud a few times.
Yeah, I think I seen some obesity stuff on Facebook or SoundCloud, and I messaged you. I was like, "Fuck,"
because I was spam promoing.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
No, it was, dude. Because when I heard about you, it was purely someone was like, "Oi, Ben, have you heard about this obesity guy?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, nah." And he's like, "Dude, he's gonna play a whole set on the day of just pretty much his own shit." And I'm like, "That's pretty fucking tight."
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, "That's pretty tight."
So weird, because that literally stemmed from one Instagram photo that I put out. And it was literally my set list. And I think it only got 20 likes or something, and it was obviously someone said something. It's weird how hype can build from something like that.
Yeah, that was heaps of people.
The power of social media, hey.
Yeah,
and that was months of preparation too. It was sick to actually see that come around. So it's it's weird what you can do when you project shit out into the universe.
Yeah, man. Okay. But it's sick. No one's done even in the history of it, in Brizzy. No one's done that.
That's when we met, actually.
Yeah.
There's a photo of you on the internet, and you're just staring at me, and I'm just
over the back corner with the little clipboard, just
so good, so quality.
Yeah.
So what else have you been involved in around Brisbane?
Man.
I mean, I know everything that you've done, but for the viewers at home.
Oh, just bits and pieces. I've moved from club to club. I obviously came back in the day more of a main room kind of background. So my first proper residency and stuff like that was with the Met. And started off downstairs down there and just kind of,
Coco room?
Yeah, down in Coco. It's always such a good little room. It's a little dungeon. It's fucking sick.
I love it.
Good little vibe.
Yeah, I would love to play there again.
Yeah. But, projecting out into the interwebs. But, I'm not going to say club hop. That sounds bad in that kind of aspect. But, I've had
followed your heart.
I've just gone where kind of I knew was either the next step or there was either a point where I knew my time was going to be up here, so let's see what. And I've been very, very lucky in the way of opportunities have definited presented themselves to me, where a door's shut and I've been like, oh shit, what am I going to do? But it's just been a lot of luck, but as I said, I've gone from just DJing at a club to then getting a different role of being a booker or a promoter for a club, and going having no idea, just being a DJ, then going
dad of everything.
Here you go, fucking book the acts, mate, and do this and do that. And I was kind of just thrown into that side of things, but that was sick. That was that was something I never thought I'd touch, kind of thing. And it was
got there from just
I don't know, just obviously just people thought, oh, he knows what he's talking about kind of to a degree, and with what he plays or what he kind of likes music wise. And it was back in the day up at the Helm, it was sick.
Right,
it was
yeah, And
it was
apparently
good.
the Helm's coming back. That's what I've heard. Someone said
Yeah.
there's some shit. Have you heard anything about that at all?
Oh, they've always been doing pretty well. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
they don't have a lot of competition up that way. So, you know, whatever they're going to punch through there, they're going to do pretty well. But
So like a rhythm room, man, on a Thursday.
bit of a chop loft situation.
You're a
Yeah.
rhythm fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you know, like, it honestly depends what part of Saturday night it is.
So when you first got into DJing, did you were you like, has it always been house for you, or has there been like, you know, Hardwell and Swedish house moments? Or has there
Man,
been-
you know, you look back at it, you can't say that there wasn't for any of us.
I think like all the, like,
you know, if
older
you've,
guys,
you know,
they're
like your dirty
fuck that shit.
Souths, your Axwells, all that shit
Yeah,
was
yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Like, you can't say it wasn't, you know, and everyone's musically is going to change and grow and however they want, but like,
There
you
was
know.
a time where Laid Back Luke was my favorite DJ. Man.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
sick.
same,
And it
all
was
the
dope.
Ministry CDs
Yeah.
and compilations. And stuff.
Yeah, throwing big L's everywhere. He's the man. Yeah, no,
he was
like
dope.
all that music, man. That was like stuff that was, you know, we were all coming out of school, and that was what we were introduced to straight away, kind of thing. And that was, you know, it was sick.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, it was good. It was good tunes.
You're currently at what's the name? Where are you currently like DJing?
So I play at Capulet, but I do
Capulet.
it for kind of like
What's the night there? It's like Dragon something.
so Dragon Fruit
that's
Friday. So they're house and techno. So like I'll
Right.
do a few shows for them every now and then, kind of thing. But mainly based on they're like Saturday nights there. So mainly the resident there. So I try not to kind of deviate from one place. Like
Yeah.
I'm very.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, you know, loyalty doesn't count
Yeah.
for shit nowadays, but like I just like
It's good, though.
I just like to stick to my guns and stay at one place.
Yeah.
And you know, that's where people will either show up to come see you play, and you know, that's where they'll know you'll be. So it's it's just always kind of how I've been as well in that kind of aspect.
It's good that like the experience that you would have got like booking clubs and talking to venues and booking acts and stuff is like so invaluable in the industry. Like people like that's like
It's definitely like a, you know, as I said before, it was never a side of things I was ever thinking of going into, but you know, from that it opens so many doors, you know, just being in contact with touring agents or booking agents from either clubs or, you know, just touring agents in general from around Australia with what acts are kind of coming or going, and just being like able to keep tabs on that kind of situation as well. It's really cool. And you know, it's so endless. Like it's such an endless kind of industry. Like from, as I said, just being a DJ, like, you know, I was able to, you know, either work as a booking agent or work as a club promoter, and I've got all those things behind me now. Obviously I've taken a step back from doing that just because it's like anything. Like I felt like I wanted to kind of at least give myself a crack before I decided to just fully commit to that side of things. And like it all just happened so quick that I kind of had to stick with that opportunity at the time, because you're going to make the most of what it is.
for sure.
But I just got to a point where, you know, I took a step back from club promoting and all that side of things just to kind of focus music wise, and I was like, yeah, fucking why not?
Because you can only sort of focus intently on like 2 or 3 things at once, and like,
Yeah, well, exactly right. You can only give so much love to certain areas before you kind of start to lose out on other ones. So yeah.
And we're talking about that, like production just takes so much time. Like,
Oh, it's such a thing, man. And like, you know, as I was
and
saying,
you love it or hate it, obviously. And like,
Yeah.
so like, where do you find time? Because this is another thing I like people have found valuable. Like, where do you find time to produce like music? Like,
so like I just try to do it even if it's not specifically writing tunes. Like at the end of the day, like, you know, you come home from work, you don't want to do that stuff. Like it's the last thing you honestly want to do. But it's just like, you know, even if it's like an hour of me just doing either like music shoots, like playing certain instruments or something like that. Like even if I don't want to just sit in the studio and just like slog at a kick for fucking 2 hours. Like, you know, nobody wants to do it. But you know, if that's not the path I want to go down, I'll make sure that you use it at least to grow another area that you can still implement that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah.
might just watch like a tutorial or something. Or
Yeah, just like, you know, spend an hour or two in a tutorial, or, you know, just touch up on some music theory and like how to play an instrument or a piano, fucking whatever. You know, it's just good. It keeps your mind ticking, because like anything, you put it down and that's where you lose it. You know, a surfer doesn't become world champion by surfing 2 days a weekend.
Yeah.
Unless you're Kelly Slater, but that guy's he's on it. Yeah.
Who was the guy that attacked
Calm
that
down,
shark?
calm down, Kelly.
Yeah, that was him, yeah.
Was it
The shark
him?
attack,
Yeah, the shark dude.
The shark guy. Yeah.
You know that shark guy?
Yeah, shark guy.
Yeah. Yeah, sweet, man. So can you reveal to us who's the collaborators on these tracks, or is that just top secret?
I'll throw one out. So like, so it's just a young guy called Kane Pridmore. So like, I've kind of been like watching him for a while, and like he's still pretty fresh. Like he came out, he was the the winner for the wild card last year.
Oh,
Oh, true.
But like I'd known Kane and his dad Mark. So Mark owns a like a record label, like a housey kind of record label and stuff like that. Freshen Records, shout out.
Shout out.
But yeah, like just really genuine people, and like just very musically onto it, like from such a young age. Like his dad like literally built him like a music studio. Like I'd like, don't quote me, I don't know how old you are, Kane, I'm sorry bro, but you're pretty young. You look pretty young, so I'm going to assume you're probably around the 20 mark. If not, my bad. But yeah, like, you know, his old boy built him like a studio like in his garage, and like he's just been a young fella just growing up doing that side of stuff, and they're just very into their side of music and what they do. And you know, like family vacation for them is going to ADE. Like
really,
it's like so sick.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, they're just really good.
These guys are from
people.
Brisbane.
So they're from the sunny coast.
Yeah.
But like Kane's been like coming down and starting to do a bit of stuff. So like he was doing a bit of stuff with Eden. So like he was on the Dirty South gig as well.
Yeah.
And just really knowledgeable and just refreshing kind of thing. And just from the stuff that he's been doing, like I just thought it's gonna like be something that we can work really well together with. And I just think from the backgrounds that we both have, like whether it's more my side musically and his side writing, like it's just going to be something really cool. So that'll be like the first session we're booking in for here.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
So we'll get a bit of stuff down, but yeah, like that'll be the only one I can kind of
So you're sticking this album like on the housey sort of techno side of things?
Yeah, so it's going to be like my style is fairly like deep and progressive kind of thing, but like it's mainly going to be around that kind of facet with like, you know, a bit of chunk in there.
One little thing I'll add in is like if anyone's watching that's on that scene, the house and techno stuff, would you be interested in playing their music out, like DJing, like because I post this on Reddit and so like that's pretty like house orientated as well.
Yep.
So like do you have like a promo email that people can send tunes to?
Yeah, for sure. So you can send it to Hayden at futurasound.com.
Sweet.
Yeah, so any tunes, I'm more than happy to give it a slap and let you know it cracks. Yeah.
Dope. Very good.
Yeah. That's cool.
Excellent.
So how much, like you've been around Brisbane for a long time, how much would you say the local scene's changed?
Shit, man. It's changed a lot, but it's not like, not even in a bad way. It's been really good. Like each year, you know, there's either someone that drops out or slots in where that person's dropped out kind of thing, but there's still like, you know, there's still people there from when, like even before my time, that are still doing it, and it's been really good. Like, you know, the music scene's changed dramatically in the last like 2 years even
on like an international scale.
Oh, it's been sick. Like Brisbane last 2 years, 3 years had fucking sick acts through here. Like awesome
we've been so
stuff.
lucky. Yeah.
Very, very good. And it's like, you know,
on all fronts really, like from house
it doesn't
to
matter
rhythm to
everything.
Bass, trap,
just
like
bass in
metal.
Yeah, bass is, well, like, you know, it's
like
everyone's
like
each to their own cup of tea and everything like that. You know, I can appreciate it when it's sick.
I
like don't get me wrong.
For sure.
But like, you know, like the bass scene's definitely been one that's thrived over the last couple of years. Like, you know, recently the last year, like 2 years, that proper more underground kind of house scene's like really started to come through, and it's sick. But it's changed a lot, but it's just good now. You know, I think that everyone's starting to kind of come to the conclusion that, you know, we don't have to pitch each other against each other, and just, you know, everyone just get along with everyone and just have a good time.
Do you feel like sometimes like people they'll like front you wanting to succeed, but low key they don't want you to outshine them, sort of thing?
Always.
Yeah.
There's always that.
Fuck yeah.
It's like that in any industry though.
Yeah,
it's definitely more prevalent in like what we do. But
I feel like it's gotten worse since like the production side of things has gotten more oversaturated. You got like the ease of software and all these sample pack companies and stuff coming out now.
Yeah, it's much easier to just slap something together now, and you know, or you just pay someone to do it. Yeah. But you know, that's just a complete. That's another kettle of fish. We'll leave that one, boys.
we won't go down.
I'm only on my first can. Don't get me too.
Fully. Like it can be a negative thing, but like I think once you understand it, man. Like one thing I'm coming to realize is doing this podcast, and like I'm starting to understand them. Well, I think I am starting to understand the music industry a lot better. Just talking to people and it's like once you understand it, like it just makes more sense. Like and you can sort of see it in a more positive light, because like I remember one of the I don't want to get into it too much, but basically like there's people out there that like literally have never made a song that they make, and then that's fine. Feeling. Like that's fine. Like they're just a personality or whatever.
Yeah, it's a brand.
But I don't see as like myself as a producer like competing with those people.
No.
Yeah.
And
that's when you start to bring yourself down though.
Yeah.
You know, when like my biggest problem was early days was I had the biggest mouth ever.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm very opinionated, and I know I am, but like, you know, early days, like, you know, I never used to look at that as something that would hurt me,
right?
Kind of thing, like, because there's always a care factor. You kind of you know what you're talking about, but like you don't think how it's going to affect you on the bigger spectrum, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where nowadays, if I have a rant, it's a fairly reserved rant. Like it's.
I've learned to like try and keep my rants off Facebook.
Yeah. It's just at the end of the day, like realistically, it's never gonna do you any good. Like, you know, cool, you're gonna get a couple of likes, a bit of clickbait, but like,
true. It can do,
you know, a little ego, like, this is sick, but like, you know, like that's. It's just never does any good.
Detach yourself from social media in a sense.
100%.
Like you need it, but you have to detach
like it goes
yourself
both ways. Like it's good to have a presence because you can tell how, you know, that you can see guys on your own Facebook feeds that have a decent, you know, Facebook presence and they're doing good things locally, or whether it's around Australia somewhere else, and then you know, some guys just chill and watch what everyone else is doing and like still doing good things. So it's like it goes both ways, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I mean, you have to have it in this day and age.
Yeah.
But I think it's like, I don't know, just not letting it absorb your thinking, like you said. Like it can change the way you think about things, which is crazy.
Man, there's like a big, like completely off topic here, but there was a big thing like not long ago about the other dude that co-founded Facebook that like pretty much just got left in the dirt. He like he did like short end that definitely. He like put out a big article, like it was probably a couple of years ago now, and said like Facebook is 100% designed to change the way you think. Like, if you're not careful, it'll fuck with your head.
And they've just lost $100 billion.
Yeah, and their stocks are just gone.
But apparently they're still ahead of last year. So
you're only in 2017 form now.
Yeah, I feel like they've made enough over the last maybe like 10 years. They're good for a bit of loss. For
I think
they've
made enough money off like our ad. Like our sponsored ads, like in this room, probably.
But it's like it's so bad now. Like just the reach like you get is it's so bad.
Yeah.
Compared to what like even a couple of years ago, like, you know, you'd pay for an ad or you'd pay for something, and you know you'd actually get a bit of momentum off it.
Everything back in the day, it used to be like in time form. So like you'd post a post, and he'd post a post, and they'd be one after the other. Like you'd go like that, but now it's like I'm seeing posts from 3 days. Yeah, like seeing
don't even start me on these algorithms, bro. Like I don't look. I get like you know, algorithms cool. Like to me, it's like speaking Mandarin. Like I've got no idea. Like. Nor do I care, like, but you know, I'm the classic like caveman sitting there like smacking the bone on the rock, going, "Why you no work?" Like, you know, like it's just like how it is with it. But it's like, so many people, like some people do get it, and like you know,
it's just getting
it's just such an investment of time to actually want to like break that stuff down.
Yeah,
like it is.
Like someone told me that it's literally the first hour you need to get like so many likes and comments to like start it on that.
But that's what it is now. Before it used to be a completely different like
so I know people now that are like they'll put a video up and they'll just message a bunch of people saying, can you please like and comment this? Which is fair enough.
Man, there's Facebook groups specifically like full of thousands and thousands of people that don't even know each other, and they're just designed for people to go like and comment.
Serious?
Yeah, like so that they get the reach out. It's crazy.
Does it work? Like,
I don't know, man. Because shout out Tim, like the DMU guy. He's the one that got us onto it, and we like said no, we're not going to try it, but it's out there. I've searched it all and like joined groups and shit. There's the same with like YouTube groups, man. Like people sub for sub. You know, you go on groups. It's like I need 100 subscribers now. Drop your link. So it's like just backwards.
Just like snowball effect, eh?
Yeah, I wonder if it even helps. So like,
nah, I don't think so, man. I don't know. It might if you got like a certain community vibe going on in the group, but if it's just randoms, like I'm in groups of randoms in a man, I don't really care about any of this shit.
So everyone's the same.
Right? Yeah, it's the same. Yeah,
it's bad. Like, I mean, I'm guilty of it too. Like, so I like you'll just be scrolling through Facebook mindlessly.
And
like,
just keep going past.
Like my new song, and you don't even listen to it. It's like literally right there. Like I'm terrible. Like, but like someone's put like hours of their time onto this thing, and I'm just like. Just like a zombie.
But I think everyone's like that, man. Like obviously you got your homies and that'll always, you know, back and support or whatever. But Even
for
then,
sure.
sometimes
Yeah,
it's just like, shit, I miss that. Sorry, man. Like, I go through SoundCloud sometimes when I'm catching up on tunes that were posted, you know, a month or so ago from one of the boys. It's like, damn,
It's
sorry, man.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, boys. Got caught up in the algorithm.
Yeah.
Fucking algorithms, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Old socials.
It's changing, but there's like heaps of new platforms coming up now. Like, I don't know if you've seen Vero.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's completely
Yeah, it was
different.
sick for a week.
Yeah, I signed up.
I joined.
And then I joined. But it was weird because other people were like screenshotting their Vero account, like profile pictures, and go and follow me. It's like, what the fuck's Vero? So you go download it. It's like, yeah,
It
this
was
is
so
cool.
shit.
Haven't
Like,
used it once.
yeah, it was so bad, dude.
Yeah.
Did you use it at all? Or did you just got on there?
Nah, I think I put one post on there. And
Yeah, I was like,
obviously
done it.
because you had no like followers or
Friends and
anything.
shit.
Like
Yeah.
you had like maybe
Yeah.
2 people that are on it. You're like waiting.
Like, what happens now?
Yeah.
Is this going to benefit my
Yeah,
life?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe give it a year. Who knows? Could be the next.
But a lot
big
of
thing.
people are stepping away from Facebook now, so who knows what's coming.
Elon Musk pulling the cord. He was like, yeah, the other day he pulled the cord on his personal page and the Tesla page.
Really?
Deleted them. Yeah.
On just Facebook?
Dude,
Yeah.
That's a huge
You
thing.
still got Instagram?
I think so.
Really?
Massive
That's
step.
crazy.
Yeah, he full did. Like,
Yeah.
I think people like calling him out on Twitter to do it or some shit, and he was just like, "Catch you, boys!" And he pulled him on his Tesla page and his personal page.
Yeah.
So it's not even there. Can't
Makes
go.
you wonder if it's like a Mark Zuckerberg, like,
It's
evil
like
genius
Yeah.
competition.
marketing plot. He's like, yeah, here we go.
It really is. We'll have them fucked.
Maybe was it because of the whole like shamble with the thing?
Yeah, what is it? The
Don't-
Cambridge
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, it was something about the whole data storage situation.
Yeah, it's
so
backwards, man. I read something on Reddit. I think it was Reddit. Or somewhere the other day, man. They were going to do the same sort of thing for the Commonwealth Games.
What?
Yeah, but once all that coming out about Facebook and like the first instance of it happening, the Australian government's like, no, we better not do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it like a conspiracy theory?
Yeah,
sort of
like
thing,
that.
or-
Like they were always going to think they could get away with it until it becomes public. It's
you
like,
heard it
shit.
here. You heard it here first, folks. Like,
Yeah. Love conspiracies.
Fucking little John's in the corner somewhere.
Oh shit. So, any other than the album, man? Any exciting news coming up for the future of Bachelor?
Oh, the old yeah. So I've been doing so like there's a few of us at the moment, kind of just a few minds from a few different little events and stuff like that, and we're all kind of got a bit of a smelting pot of things going on at the moment. So we're all so a few different backgrounds, a few different things, so like labels, you know, agency wise, promotions wise. So we're all kind of just having a bit of a chat at the moment. So there could be something brewing
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
soon. So
Yep.
yeah, it's
Obviously, yeah. Can't reveal too much at this point.
yeah. So it's obviously it's just in the discussion stages at the moment. But like from the people that it's with, they're all very genuine people and very committed people. So I think that whatever does come of it's going to be quite good.
Yeah.
So
Just in Brisbane, or is it like Australia wide?
yeah, it could be branching out Australia wide
Yeah, cool.
potentially. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. So yeah, some cool stuff going on.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite venue, or like one that tops the list?
That's the good one.
Not that they're
Shit.
like they're all good venues.
They're all they're all
all
sick
dope.
in their own way. You know, like I used to be about the whole bigger is better situation, but you know, since playing smaller clubs and
Yeah, it's so,
More
it's
intimate-
like more fun. More
intimate ones,
yeah.
it's good. You know, people having your grill, just having a good time. It's sick. Like shit. Like, you know, Brisbane wise, the Metal family have both been
Yeah.
really good club gigs. You
Yeah.
know, just good systems.
You
good
played Main
sound.
Room Rent recently, didn't you?
Yeah, after Claptone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah.
It was good.
Which brings me on to my next story.
Mm.
Next question. What's like? Can you give us some crazy shit that you've seen?
Oh, yeah, actually, no, I'll give you.
nothing
No,
too
I'll
illegal.
give you. No, yeah, nothing too
I'm
weird.
just going out the cops.
No,
not
no, we'll go. Okay,
I
well,
want
so
the weirdest
just-
shit.
Nah, so we'll give you a weird one, funnily enough, from the Claptone night. So just about to like go up, like start getting all my stuff organised, whatever. So I'm like, I've lost my mates like halfway through the night because obviously everyone's just lit.
It's packed.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
so
Everyone's
bad,
lit,
yeah.
like everyone's having a great time, you know, smashing back champers out of a red cup, like, yeah, sick. And so I'd lost like half my crew and whatever, so, you know, come back through after having a ciggy, getting all my stuff organised. my mate's standing down there. He's just like, where have you been, man? I was like, oh, just having a ciggy, man. Like, chill. Like, I'm just getting chill, man. It's okay. And he's like, oh, yeah, rah. Next minute, I just literally see a guy from the second story balcony, like, jump off and just like boot this like little Irish guy in the head, like on the way down. Just collect this bloke.
Did he axe himself?
Oh, mate.
Top floor of the Met.
Yeah, the second story.
God.
Like just launched. I just like, cause I'm just talking to my mate and I just see like this like shin just come through like sideways next to him, just lay out this kid. This little Irish bloke just like gets straight back up, and he's just like goes over to the wall, picks up a beer, like don't even know if it was his, and just like kept drinking, and he just like looks over.
Nobody saw that.
He's just like, it's good. It's good. And I was just like, holy shit.
What about the fella that jumped? Was he alright?
Oh man, I don't know what happened to that guy. He was lost to the sea.
Decision when someone jumped over the family one. Bro, I was talking to someone and it was
actually, I think I heard about it.
He was like, oh yeah, that's my friend. Like he did this like from the family one.
Yeah,
they're probably about the same height. The one's probably bigger actually.
Yeah, they're both. They're both up. They're both quite a diving platform.
Yeah. The funny thing is, there's like stairs, like right there.
Oh,
it's more effort to jump over.
Yeah, so those people. Yeah, all to you. Congratulations. But
so was it like playing like after Clapton? Was it pretty cool?
It was sick. Like mainly for the reason of like I hadn't played there for like 3 or so years. Like. And it was just one of those gigs where I just knew it was going to be pretty sick, eh?
Yeah.
Like, there's just those ones that you walk into and you're like, yeah, I'm going to smash it, eh? And like, it was just really good. It was like a bit of a sentimental one just because I hadn't been there for so long, and it was just like a really good night.
Yeah.
And it was just real busy, and it was just people that were there for like house music.
Yeah.
So I was
played
just
after
like,
you?
No one.
Yeah.
No one was game
Played to
enough
5.
to fucking step up.
No way. No way.
Fuck, 5 in the morning.
Yeah, it was a goodie. It was just really good time. Like good mates were there to see it, and I was just glad. And there was just people, a lot of them just stayed there till the end. And it was just one of those ones you walk out at the end of the night, and everyone's like, "Dude, that was fucking cool." I was like, "Yeah, sick."
Yeah. The Met has the power to do that. Like it's just such a sick place.
It's such a cool venue, man. It's just like a big Coliseum, dude.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's crazy.
Like, it's just
And Coco, I love Coco. I don't know why. It's just. Like probably
remember the ransom nights there last year?
Yeah.
That was like some of the most fun I've ever had DJing for sure.
And like seeing it packed out all the time was wicked.
Yeah, it's always good. It's a good venue, man. Like it's just good because it's so diverse from whatever room they have. They do have a lot of diversity where they've got that front bar where they can play like your hip hop and
like
more party stuff, and then you got downstairs a bit more dingier, a bit more chunky. Like
It's a mission to go up to smokers.
It is a mission. I've been very lucky that I've been blessed to be able to kick my way through that back door behind main stage a few times. Like whether they've known I've been there or not, I've definitely taken advantage of that alleyway. It's just so far to go. But same with family. You got to go up fucking 10 flights of stairs to get to the roof.
So family's coming back. That's interesting.
Yeah.
The same owners still.
Yeah. Same owners still. I think they've just don't quote me. I don't honestly have any idea of what's going on. It's. I think everyone just came to a point where that it's always been known as family. Everyone's still called it family. It changed to aid. Try to facelift it. It didn't really jazz up to be what it was going to be, and so you just got to go back to your roots and just kind of rebuild. So
I think
it was hype.
Yeah. I think the thing is too, but man, family and the Met are known nationally within Australia. Like I remember living down in Newcastle and that, and if you were coming to Brisbane, it was like the Met or family every time.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same for a lot of, guys that live outside of Brisbane. And I don't know where 8 come from, but it would have been like a mission to try and switch things up a bit, I guess.
Like that, I think they didn't have to change heaps, just more or less like the branding side. And everything was still very similar to what the family, logos and things like that were. But they're just they're two very, very good venues. They're two very good spaces.
Yeah.
And, even with family, starting to turn back stuff around again. They got Carl Cox up there in a couple of weeks for Pure. That'll be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It'll be
sell out surely.
I think it's going to be a good show. He hasn't been here for years. Last time he played, he was at the Met, but that was years and years ago.
Didn't he play electric? Playground or something? Was that it?
Is he in like
He-
a weird duo? Like not a weird thing, but like a duo or something they played at
He did the
The
thing.
Gardens
Yeah,
thing?
he did
Yeah,
Eric.
Gardens,
So it was the
yeah.
mobile
Yeah.
disco he does
Yeah,
with Eric
that's it,
Powell.
yeah.
So that like day, like that was a sick day by
Yeah.
the way. But yeah, that's just like
So
his.
that's not like a Carl Cox specific thing. Like it's
It's
couple
Carl
of them?
Cox and Eric Powell, so it's like
Yeah,
his
yeah.
best mate, and they present. It's like a mobile disco, so it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a thing that they've done since they were like super young. So it's
Yeah.
just like playing like real classic, like disco, funky, just
He's a
like
don.
cool
Mr.
records.
Cox. He's a dead.
Oh, he's
don,
just
Dude, I remember
Yeah.
Stereosonic 2011.
Yeah, bro.
Were you there?
Yeah.
He was playing at like
Massive.
literally a stage that would be about as big as this table.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like that was the year.
He's
of,
been
like,
around for ages, eh? Same with
Yeah.
old like Tiesto.
Yeah, dude.
I
He's
saw him in Ibiza.
Who's that?
At Space, Carl Cox.
Oh, did you? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that would've
Loco
been
Dice.
sick.
When I went to Ibiza,
It
it
was
was like
sick.
It would've been
Van
so
Buren.
sick.
Yeah. Who'd you see?
Oh, Armin, that space.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, you had to go there. Have you
Yeah,
been?
it was like.
Nah, I've got to get over there. I think in the next
It's a-
year or so, I'm definitely
yeah.
going over to Ibiza. I need to do a
Bro,
little
it's
run.
my home, man. I'm gonna move there one day.
It's
Like,
so cool, eh? But they
Very
reckon
well,
go
eh?
when it's not club season. Like it's like
Off season,
yeah,
so it's not like
best.
sardines and you
Yeah.
can breathe.
And it's like all the local
No, dude.
DJs just like
Club
putting on their
season, bro.
shows.
It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But like I remember we went over, it was like $20, $25 for a vodka Red Bull, and you couldn't
Yeah.
go and like if you bought a water back in the skint days, you couldn't go to the bathroom and like refill your water
Yeah,
bottle or
yeah.
nothing because like it's all just salt, like
It's hot.
mildly salted
Yeah.
hot water. It's like damn,
It's
all right,
crazy.
here's another
They charge
$15.
the same amount for a water.
Yeah.
It's hectic.
And now
Yeah.
everyone's just sweating.
It's
balls.
cash pit. It's cash pit nowadays.
Yeah, I'm
Big
gonna go
time.
back there for sure.
Yeah,
So good.
definitely going to go over there next year, for sure. But I'll be that guy that doesn't come back, and I'll come back with a tan, look like one of those statues. With a, like, hey, I come back with my gold chain. It's good. It's been a good season. Very fruitful. But yeah, nah, it's definitely a place I've wanted to go for a very, very long time. So I think
Yeah.
it's time to pull the cord on that one,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, you will not regret that.
Mm. Mm.
I really wanted to move there at one point and just live there.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it was like, I think I fell in love with like the drum and bass scene there,
Yeah.
which is not something it's like renowned for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have its own like little nook and crannies, like
Yeah.
any place really, though. Eh?
Mm.
Like there's always like certain parts of a, you know, like a little community or whatever
Yeah.
that's got their own little vibes going on and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
little hidden gems.
What do you
Mm.
think's like the next blow up in Brisbane? Like niche wise, like obviously the bass thing's just had its
Mm.
day. Well, not had its day. It's still going, but like
Yeah, it's
The pinnacle of it's like it's at a level.
I think the pinnacle. Yeah.
I think like even more so now, like your more livey acts are the
Cool.
things that are starting to definitely vibe up a bit.
a
So
lot,
like,
a lot of artists are heading in that direction too, which is cool.
I think like, you know, like even a venue like the Triffid now, like, you know,
Yeah.
not a lot of people know it. Like it's still like it's always been known more so as like a live music venue.
Yeah.
So they haven't had like a lot of, you know, those more electronic acts and stuff go through there. But now even in the last year, like I'm gonna go see like Crooked Colours in April. Like
Yeah.
they're sick. Like
Yeah.
just
they just
real
got that
cool.
track recently with Ivan Uzi.
They've got like I think they just released their EP. So it's the EP tour for. I think it's the Run. The
Yeah,
Run
I think
one?
it's. I think
I'm
they've
pretty
got
sure,
the
don't
track with
quote
Ivan
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, it's like.
But like just
it's
real
so
real
good.
good, like just even like kind of Rufusy vibes, but just like a little bit more heavier. But
Yeah,
like
okay.
just I think it's definitely taken a bit more of a swing that way. Like I now prefer to go and kind of see like that kind of stuff. Like, you know, it's all well and good seeing it like a DJ set. Like
Yeah.
don't even go there with what Justice was the other like
Oh yeah,
Really.
yeah. I didn't go. You went obviously.
I don't want to talk about it.
Really?
I was like, oh you like okay guys.
Brace yourselves.
Justice. All you had to do was play all your bangers from like 2010 back, and we would have had the greatest night ever. Don't quote me wrong. It was an alright set. It was an alright
Yeah.
set, but I just feel like we just wanted some of that old school,
OG, man,
heavy
yeah,
They didn't have it.
Ed banger,
Yeah.
get weird stuff.
Yeah.
No, they had a little bits of it. Like they just kind of like feed it every now and then. But like I suppose you got to look at it. It was more of a Justice DJ set
Yeah,
compared
yeah.
to
Yeah,
like
right.
an
Yeah,
actual
live stuff.
Justice live
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Where like, you know, I watched some YouTube video of them playing in like France just before New Year's, and it's just off its head.
Cool. Yeah.
Just so loose and just so sick, and it's just like two tables like them either side of each other, just full of like synths and all kinds of shit going on. I'm just
That's
like,
cool.
man. But like I don't know, I think it's like anything. I think like, you know, you build yourself up with a certain expectation, just like, you know, because
Yeah,
you
can't
frothed
wait
them
for
for
all
so
that.
long, you're like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be epic,
Yeah.
and then you're just like,
It does happen
yeah.
sometimes, like very rarely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you do get the occasional.
Yeah.
And
I think
maybe
we're
that's just
we're
having
our own worst
expectations.
critics in that
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of situation. I think. you
Yeah,
know.
true.
But
Very true.
what do you do?
I guess you got to
Yeah.
try not to have expectations sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Don't build
so
yourself
true.
up, man.
Yeah.
Don't build yourself
Just
up.
like tell yourself tonight's gonna be shit, and then when
Yeah.
it's good, it's like
Yeah.
that was cool.
Yeah, the unexpected ones are the best ones.
Yeah,
We're just like, oh, that was a bit of a goodie. Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
yeah, that's about it.
So let's flip this interview around. Let's talk about you.
Ooh, hello.
What are you doing?
Hello.
What's going on with you?
I'm
Hey?
just, I'm just doing my
What are you
thing.
lurking out about? Hey.
I'm just keeping things top secret at the moment.
Yeah.
No, I got a lot going on. I'm actually probably going to put out a video this week of my future plans and aspirations and dreams
Oh fucking
for the
hell!
channel.
Felt like a unicorn shoot past my ear there. I was like, oh yeah.
Just dodge that shit like the Matrix. Like Neo.
All the feels in the room just got all zizzy.
Yeah.
Zazzy.
So
Is
I'll
that a
probably
word?
put that out this week, and then
Yeah, sick.
because like I probably won't be able to edit this in time. So yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So like, is it kind of different direction-y thing?
Yeah,
or
because I've had a
just
lot
like-
of people like ask me like, dude, what's going on with the music? And it's like, I see you've given up on music. And it's like,
Yeah, no, wrong.
The quietest people are the ones you should be most concerned
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
this is like the reason. Like music is the reason I'm doing all this.
Yeah,
is to
yeah.
like is just to like create my own thing, basically. Like
Yeah.
like I just want to be a tastemaker, basically in Brisbane. Like, and
Yeah.
I don't want to put all my cards on the table so everyone knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got to be like, you
He's
know,
been hustling, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got a shitload of music.
Yeah.
I
I know you would, just from fucking
Yeah.
just knowing
I
the
mean-
shit that you've had in the past is just.
but he's here on the 21st, so we'll be in here with you. So he can come in and probably show you some. Oh, I mean, you can probably show you some stuff after this.
He can show us stuff, man.
Yeah.
I saw this guy on the piano the other day. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, like his whole like, new collection and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like-
Must have been the beers talking that night. Yeah, we wrote some stuff. I don't know what it was, but it was something. It was something interesting. Old Archie on vocals, mate. I'm going around there after this.
Put
It'll
that
be
song on
interesting.
Is that the guy that's been in there?
Yeah.
Fuck, he's a lord, man.
He was
He's a
Shout
devil.
out Archie.
Hey, Archie.
Old
Shout out
Archie.
Archie. He really watched this? We'll tell you what.
Oh, he'll watch this. Don't you worry.
I remember the first time he came in, it was pissed. Pissed as. And then the next time he came in, Hayden's like, I don't know if you remember him. Like, yeah, I remember him. He's like, I don't know if I remember you, but
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. No, he's a
Just a
don.
legend.
He's a full blown ledge.
Yeah.
Nah, good bloke. Good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just a good vibe.
and a good vocalist.
Oh, yeah, sensational, mate.
I'll show you this.
Wait, his Rasta stuff is tight.
Yeah.
It's so tight. It's man, I just can't.
Oh, that's so
The unicorns are back. The feels.
yeah.
So good. Oh,
At
that's
this
awesome.
point, I would usually ask you like, what's in store for the future for you?
For me,
You gave us a lot of insight though, but you know, I'd love to hear it.
I've skimmed kind of thing. I'm not the best with interview situations, I will
Yeah.
say. I'm better just
Neither am
talking
I. I'm
shit
still
in general.
learning. I like full
Um,
transparency. Yeah, just talking.
Yeah, just talking shit in general. I've got my doctorate in that. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. Like, I just want to start to travel a bit more and kind of. I was doing a few shows in like Sydney and Melbourne and stuff like that towards the end of last year, so probably try and get down there a bit more and just see a bit of Australia. Maybe try to jump across the pond, do a bit of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I think just start to try and get some fucking tunes out and get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
So
Been
that,
yeah.
when was the last time you released music? Because I remember I always talked to him.
I did
It
like
was like a 2-track EP, a
yeah,
3-track EP.
years ago.
Man, I used to play that
years ago.
religiously. Yeah.
Yeah,
legit,
that's right. Oh shit. Yeah, yeah.
But
no,
it was good. Like it
I
was
did like,
just,
yeah.
like good. Like you felt good. It was like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
had feel.
I haven't heard it. How
Nah,
have I heard
it's
this?
gone off the internet now.
Oh, you
Wow.
probably, if you had a dig, you'd find it.
Find it, yeah.
But
Okay.
it's yeah, oh, shit.
Yeah, we'll try
It was early days stuff, but it was cool. Like I'll go back and I'll look like I've got so much shit on just like private on my SoundCloud, just of like tracks that I've done or
That's sick.
just got to a point and either like I want to either like work on them again later kind of
Yeah.
thing, or just like because you're always learning. Like you learn new shit every week, and every time you go back to something, you're like, oh fuck, I could have done this or done this or done this
So
different.
good to revisit your old
But
stuff,
like, yeah, there's just like so many tracks like that, and it was when I look back at it, it was good for the time. Like, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
I was like, this is a good little vibe, a
That's
little,
dope. I
little
wanna
bit
hear it.
tropical, a little
Yeah,
bit
we'll track on it
fruity.
after
Yeah.
this. It was
Yeah.
cool,
Are you judging your shot this year?
I think it will be. Yeah, I think I'll be back there.
See you there, bro. I'm going wild cards this year.
You're not, eh?
I'm thinking about it.
Just a full set of his own.
I'm thinking about
the
it.
judges, and they were like, "You're not allowed." I'm like, "Oh, why?" Like
Discrimination. Oh shit.
Yeah. I'll
Wait,
see
if
you
it,
then.
if it's good, it's good.
Bro, I'll just slip you some cash. I'll slip you some cash.
Yeah, yeah, a little backdoor Canadian club deal, and we'll be good. Yeah,
Sponsorship, bro. I'll have as many as we can get.
yeah. Come on, guys.
What's
Yeah.
the
Sort
other
us out.
green one?
Agua.
Agua, yeah.
Yeah, Agua. Come on.
I'd rather
Come
be
on,
drinking
guys.
agua, but yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
It's a lovely drink. Like, honestly, agua is probably like...
So refreshing, and it keeps the soul feeling good.
Agua.
Agua, the young person's drink.
totally
keeping us feeling young.
Yeah, do it.
Hashtag Agua.
Because like, didn't heap of the local guys have Agua sponsorship?
Yeah, there was. Wait.
Yeah.
So remember how I told you I spoke to like the Agua rep
yeah.
ages ago about it, and then I full emailed her again the other week because I found the card because I found her card because I spoke to her from the last one and she was there and she's like, "Oh, you seem like a pretty cool lad." Like you know, let's have a chat. Like a year later, I'm like, "Hey," I was like,
Long time no talk.
It's been a while. Just wondering if this offer's still on the table. Oh, and then she got back to me and she's like, "Oh, you know, we've got a bit of stuff going on this year. Like, we'll definitely have another little chat at your shot or any potential upcoming things." And I'm just like,
Send agua. Send us.
send everything. I want all of it. For the right reasons, of course. Drink responsibly.
Support our kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Support our kick-ons. Come on. Shit.
Sick. All
Get
right.
amongst it.
Well, on that note, agua. Send agua. And Hayden, thank you for coming in, bro.
Not a problem, lads. It's always a pleasure to have a little
And
chat.
And Micho, any
No.
final questions? Yeah, thank you for coming.
And I finish this on no.
Any final words
no.
for the audience? Any inspiring words for like young producers out there and young DJs?
Keep it out of the red. Nah, keep it real, guys. That's about it, eh?
Great.
Have a good time.
Awesome.
Keep it out of the red.
Keep it out of the red.
Wise words.
Yeah.
Legend. Well, thank you for tuning in. My level out.